Hello guys, we got something a little different for you tonight. We're going to actually do two different beers. I'm going to do one and Danny's going to do one.
Tag teaming.
They're both from the Great Lakes Brewery, which was formed in 1988. They're out of Cleveland, Ohio. They have a pretty wide range of beers that you can get year-round. Then they have a decent range of seasonals, and they have a huge range you can only get from their pub. I've never been there, but I hope to go soon. The one I'm going to do is Blackout Stout. It's an Imperial Stout, and it's only released in November. And Danny, which one are you doing?
I'm going to be doing the Burning River. It's a year-round. So.
All right, the Blackout is a 9.0 ABV. It is 50 IBU and 23 degree Plato. Its food pairings are grilled red meat, wild game, and caviar and chocolate desserts.
Yeah, the Burning River is pale ale. ABV on this one is 6%. The IBU is 45, and we're coming in at 14 degrees Plato. Now, food pairings are smoky red meats or aromatic cheeses, Stilton and Blue, possibly.
Nice, pungent, potent cheese. Everything that I've tried from Great Lakes Brewery, I've honestly really liked. Like everything I've tried, everything, and I've tried Nosferatu.
Oh yeah.
Elliot Ness, the Edmund Fitzgerald, Burning River, Commodore Perry, and they're all
delicious.
Awesome, delicious beers. I mean, I really have a lot of respect for this brewery. They're one of my favorites. And I don't say that lightly. I only have a few that are my really like top-notch breweries, and this is definitely one of them. So I expect a lot from these. This is what the Blackout Stout bottle is going to be looking like. It is, again, 9.0 ABV, handcrafted Imperial Stout from Cleveland, Ohio.
Better watch that. And we got the Burning River here. Good angle on it. Oh, there we go. Your side's better.
Now this format may be a little strange. We're doing two different beers, but we'll try to be as thorough as possible and give you a good representation of each. Let's see what the bottle says about this one. And I'd like to say also really quickly, if you look at their site, both of these beers, I'm pretty sure both of these have won multiple golds and silvers at the World Beer Championships. So, I mean, if that attests to anything, these are really high quality. This bottle says, "Who needs the power grid when you've got the full moon? Bright stars, good friends, and Blackout Stout. Our Russian Imperial Stout with a hearty malt body and bold hop flavor. This beer is traditionally brewed from all natural ingredients: barley, hops, yeast, and water. No chemicals or preservatives are used." Now this is kind of brewed in like a commemoration of the blackout of 2003 that left the northeastern United States without power for days. It was, I guess, 36 hours of energy conservation, they like to call it. This one has a little story of its own, the Burning River. Go ahead and let them know about that, Bill.
This one was named after the 1969 burning of the Cuyahoga River. Our American Pale Ale combines a citrusy Cascade hop flavor with a fruity assertiveness. In keeping with the Bavarian purity law of 1516, this beer is traditionally brewed from all natural ingredients: barley, hops, yeast, and water. No chemicals or preservatives are used. And well, the top here says, "What do you do when your river catches fire from excessive pollution? Clean it up and throw a hopping party." So it should be pretty hoppy.
Yeah, these are, if you guys look up their site, they're pretty proud of the way they run their company. They run it as green as they can. Some of their trucks run on vegetable oil. They have a small farm where I believe what they said was they get about a fourth of the produce for their brew pub, for the food they serve, from that farm, and it's all grown organically. So these guys are really trying to step it up. They have a courtyard outside their brew house that actually has heated flooring and a retractable awning to keep the weather out when it's inclement weather and you wouldn't want to be sitting outside. But I guess from what they've said, it takes about $8 a day to heat the outdoor area, even though from what I saw in the video, it doesn't look like it even has walls. With that heated floor, the awning and stuff, they have a whole wall, I guess, that is made with hay bales. So that's a cheaper way to do it, I guess, but it keeps it very warm. It looked like an awesome place to go, and it really made me want to go there. I hope to actually really soon. And if we ever do get a chance to go to any of these really cool brew houses that we like, I hope that they'll let us take a little bit of a video there, maybe, to show what it looks like and our experience there.
That would be cool.
I would never want to really do it without their permission. I respect these guys. A lot of these, like the ones I would want to show you, I respect them, and you know, I'd ask them for permission, and if they didn't give it, I'm sure they'd have a good reason, so I wouldn't judge them on that. But let's go ahead and get pour on these and see what they look like.
Salute.
Let's see here. I have not had this one before. This will be my first time. As you pour, it is a nice dark brown, the stream of the beer. It does not pour black like some, but it pours a really nice dark brown. You can see it has a very nice 2.5, probably, or solid 2-finger head. Really dark mocha colored. It's a really creamy, nice head. There's some larger bubbles, but it's mainly the really tight, small ones. As I hold this up to the light to look through, you can see through it slightly. It's got some of the hints along the edges and the bottom, but right through the center, it's pitch black, really, really dark. So I wouldn't say this was like an oily black, but it's a really, really nice, dark imperial. Let's go ahead and see what yours looks like, Danny.
All right.
See how this one holds a head. Nice golden amber look to it.
Oh yeah, definitely a nice golden amber.
Almost like
Really
the
pretty.
color of honey.
Oh yeah.
And I honestly think, as I look at that, I'm pretty sure that is not filtered.
No.
It looks unfiltered for sure.
For sure. I definitely see some sediment. Nice tight bubbles. I mean, a few big ones, but pretty tight.
Some people like unfiltered, some don't. I am a big fan.
Very much so.
I believe there's a certain flavor that you lose when you filter a beer. It looks like a nice head too.
Oh yeah. This one's about 1.5 fingers. I didn't pour it too aggressively. These glasses are prone to, producing a very big head if you're not careful. So
They are very much. I'm gonna go ahead and get a scent on this one. See what it smells like. Right off, I'm getting a good bit of chocolate, and it's not the bittersweet you taste from some. It's kind of a milk, kind of a sweet milk chocolate. A lot of chocolate. Very nice roasty malt. A little bit of maybe like a molasses, maybe something a little sweet, a little bitter, like a kind of like a molasses. There might even be a tiny bit of a dark fruit, maybe like a currant or a plum, maybe. I think the largest amount of scent I get from there's a lot of chocolate, which I'm a big fan of. So that smells really good. What's yours smell like?
right off, I'm definitely getting a maltiness to it. Sweet. A little bit of a fruit. I mean, not really citrusy. Just a real smooth sweetness. Yeah, I can't place my finger on
The last time I had
what
it,
kind of a fruit. I mean, kind of a really soft peach
like a
almost.
peach or a little bit of
Yeah.
a grapefruit maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much peach or apricot, I would say.
Yeah, apricot is good too. Yeah, I would say so also. All right, let's go ahead and get a taste of this one. This is the we'll both get our taste or whatever, and we'll tell you what it tastes like. Again, I have the Great Lakes Blackout Stout, and Danny has the Great Lakes Burning River.
Yeah.
Let's get a taste. Cheers, and cheers to you guys out there. That's very good. There's a lot of really dark roasted malt, a bunch of very delicious chocolate flavor, a lot of chocolate notes. There's some nice coffee in there, some nice dark brewed coffee. A tiny bit sweet, but not very much, right there at first, and then ends with that nice hoppy bitterness, just enough. It's not overly hoppy, not citrusy at all, but it just comes in with that nice hoppy bitterness at the end, which really does counter the sweetness of the chocolate and the malts that you get in the beginning, and it makes it finish really nice and smooth. They both help each other. That is a very delectable Imperial Stout. I can't even believe it's an Imperial. There's almost no hint of the alcohol at 9.0. The mouthfeel is not the very heaviest I've tasted, but it's definitely in the range of heavy. That is delicious. There's so much chocolate and nice roasty malt, a little bit of vanilla. And there's even a little bit of that molasses, that really rich coffee, and that bitter, hoppy finish. This is very tasty, and I expected greatness before I tasted it because of the brewery, and it has exceeded my expectations. Very delicious.
This one comes in very much so like a an IPA. It's definitely hoppy to start with. You get the bitterness that comes through, but it's got a nice malty sweetness to it. It's kind of like a brown ale would give you to give you a kind of an idea.
That's exactly
there.
That's exactly what I get from it too. It's like that, like a mixture of like a sweet malty, like a strong ale, like a Christmas ale kind of.
Yeah.
Not a spicy Christmas ale, but just like those nice strong malty Christmas ales, and then you got that nice bitter IPA taste right there.
Yeah, because I mean you taste the hoppiness, the bitterness to it, but it's not an overly pungent, citrusy, piney taste to the hops. It's very clean tasting, very smooth. Definitely a bit more sweetness than a just standard IPA. Finishes really smooth. Definitely great carbonation to this. A light, medium mouthfeel to it. Definitely bitter on the finish. Not overly bitter, but you get that bitterness. Overall, definitely a great pale ale. Again, nothing, no fruits that are really standing out above the rest, but I'd still say pretty much an apricot in there.
Yeah. I think lately we've forgotten to do our rating system. But I think you can probably get the gist of a rating from the way we describe it and how much we like it and stuff.
Yeah.
But on this one, I think for how tasty this is, for that nice thick mouthfeel, the great carbonation, all that delicious chocolate flavor, the coffee, the roasted malts. This being an imperial, yet still not being very boozy at all. The great flavor is there while still being very potent. I think I'm gonna have to give this a 9 out of 10. This is a very, very tasty beer. The Great Lakes Blackout Stout, 9 out of 10. Very good.
This Great Lakes Burning River, definitely a great beer. I mean, I could sit down, I could session this, for sure. I would probably rate this about an 8. I mean, because it's definitely unique in the sense that, you know, it's got some of the IPA characteristics, and it's got that brown ale kind of feel to it, you know. So weighing that all in, I mean, it's a great tasting brew. I would definitely give it a try, and I'd give it an 8.
All right. Well, guys, this video ran a little bit long. I'm sorry if we end up boring you, but these were two very different beers, and we wanted to really give you a comprehensive analysis of what we thought, what we smelled, what we tasted. I hope you've enjoyed. As always, leave your comments in the box below. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We hope to bring you lots of videos soon. Cheers.